There we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the In Michigan podcast. I am your host, Ryan Redoute, aka That Michigan Guy on Instagram and TikTok. You can go follow me there if you want some more Michigan, Metro Detroit content. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about all things Detroit, things to do, places to eat, desserts, appetizers, just like out-of-the-box experiences, maybe some bevies there too. So stay tuned for that. But before we jump into that, just kind of want to talk about what's going on in Michigan now. It's September, Virgo season. I just had my birthday, my 30th birthday actually, so it's a bit of a milestone. Didn't think I would be here at 30, but I'm honestly very excited about where I'm at. Like, I couldn't foresee it for myself. So I hope everybody out there during Virgo season, if you have your birthday too, happy birthday, and happy birthday to just, I guess, everybody, because I do want to wish it to anybody coming up, because it's just nice having a birthday, you know, getting to be, you know, a little bit more of the center of attention in this way where everyone's really happy for you. I mean, you get to spend another 365 days on this earth. It's something to celebrate. Honestly, I think anytime you are, especially getting past 30, anytime you are getting older, should definitely be celebrated. No one should feel like they have to ignore their birthday, like I've heard some people say. But obviously everyone has their reasons, but I really do think every year is meant to be celebrated. But the weather's starting to change. We are starting to get into that little cool, crisp fall energy. Honestly, the pumpkin spice lattes are already out. I'm baffled a little bit because I just can't believe it's that quick. Like, they come out before even September hits, or maybe it's like September 1st was the day that the pumpkin spice latte actually did hit. Starbucks is everywhere. And the content is out already about it. People back in, I think it was like mid-August, were already like, where's the Halloween supplies? I'm not that type of person. I love fall, but I am not a big like Halloween person. I don't know. I just like never got into it too much. But there's actually, what's really funny about me not being one is that there's actually this one TikTok of me talking about how Devil's Night, which I don't know if everybody here knows about what that is. If you live in Michigan, you probably do, because I found out Devil's Night is not actually something other people have ever done. Like, the amount of people that know about Devil's Night, somebody actually did a graph, and it's really only in Michigan, in this area of the Midwest, you could say. And that just baffled me, and it baffled a lot of other people too, because that video hit like 1 million in like a day, 1 million views. So just so you know, Devil's Night is actually a very unique thing. But that's coming up. I'm already getting invites to Halloween parties and stuff, which I'm excited for. I think this year I'm gonna go for a big costume. I'm gonna go for a big all-out costume this year, I think. Just so I can like have something that I'm like, yep, I'm wearing this. I look great. I feel great. This is awesome. So stay tuned for photos on my Insta for that. But in today's episode of Michiganders Say What, let's pull up some comments from y'all. So on Instagram, I did a video about kind of Michigan in general and about Detroit, which kind of stemmed this video. But Laurel0100, the word Laurel always makes me think of that. Yanni, Laurel, Yanni, like that audio that was trending for people hearing different things. I also lived on a Laurel before, but like this tree. They said, I love being a Michigander, and I love being a Detroiter. Stems right into our episode today, but we're going to get to it. And then Crafty Sherry 67. Ooh, she's so crafty. She said, you need to have a meet and greet. And then I said, what's a good spot? The Mackinac Bridge? And so if any of y'all want to message me or comment yourselves on what a good meetup spot would be, maybe downtown Detroit. I don't know if a meetup would be too crazy, to be honest. I get recognized probably every time I go out in public. Not mad about it, but just it's like, it's a lot sometimes. And so I wonder how that'd be. I would definitely have to bring some friends just to kind of like, I hope that I would think it's not awkward. Like, I meet people in person and the conversation just flows. Like, I mean, everyone's Michigander, everyone can relate. My content's about a specific community that everyone probably listening to this belongs to. So what's nice is that you always have something to talk about. It's relatable. It's not like me meeting a celebrity and I know nothing about their life. Like most everybody who watches my content knows kind of like a bit about my day-to-day here in Michigan, which is pretty cool. So because of this comment, meet and greet might be coming soon. You never know. And that's what Michiganders are saying. In today's main segment of My Life MI, we're going to be talking about all things Detroit. And pardon me if you're watching this on YouTube, which you can either listen to it on Apple or Spotify or your favorite podcast platform on Google, or you can be watching it on YouTube. And if you don't subscribe to my YouTube channel yet, I highly recommend you do, just because I post my videos there as well. My reach honestly really varies between each platform: Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Shorts. But what's nice is if you follow me on all of them, odds are you probably you'll get one view of one video for sure. Because sometimes even like on TikTok, my reach has been going down a lot. Like, I don't know what it is about it, and it's not like going down, like it's just me being hard on myself, but because like I still get like 10, 20,000 views on a video. But with a lot of videos, I think they're going to be like gems that are going to get, 50 to 100,000 or even more than that views, and they don't. And my audience size is like 140,000 followers. So I kind of want each video to get that amount so that everybody can see the hilariousness or feel the love from a video that I'm, put my heart and soul into. So if you follow me everywhere, subscribe on YouTube, for example, you'll make sure you see everything. But I wrote a lot of stuff down here in terms of recos for things to do in Detroit. And let's start with food. So some of my favorite restaurants to go to are Ima, which has a lot of good options. Johnny Noodle King for ramen is always great. Wright and Company is a really good date night spot. The appetizers are so tasty, but they're very expensive. It is a very expensive spot to go. So make sure it's like a date night. Maybe start there and then go somewhere cheap after. There is this corner spot, which if you've walked downtown in the main like kind of shopping area on Woodward, you'll understand where this is at. It's the corner spot of Wright and Company. Wright and Company is the second floor of this one building that's right in the heart of downtown. So when you're walking around, look for it. There's this spot that has a corner circle booth that has about like room for like 8 or something. And my goal, especially this winter, is to rent that booth for a night and get like 8 friends together and just have a time. Because we need to be doing experiences like that and be investing into things like that, I think, because it's fun and it's definitely memorable. So that's a big reco that I have. Detroit Shipping Company is another great one, the pad thai roll specifically. Now, Detroit Shipping Company, I can honestly do a whole podcast about this. And for any of these sections like food, dessert, experiences about Detroit, let me know if you want a separate podcast just dedicating more in depth to that and like actual like real recos, because I'm going to keep things kind of top level just to keep the timing of this well. But Detroit Shipping Company has a bunch of small venues within it that you can get food from, different types of food at each of them. And the pad thai roll is from the like Bao place, I believe it's called, something 94. It's a number, it's right on the first floor. It's been around there the longest. But they have a pad thai roll, and it's chicken pad thai, but in a like sushi roll kind of format, or just like with a flour tortilla. It is so delicious. Like honestly, it's one of the most delicious things. So highly recommend you get that. If you want to go even fancier, Selden Santa is good. I haven't been there in a long time, but I remember I went there and I liked it. Again, expensive but delicious. Also expensive but delicious was more of an experience though, is really doing the Highlands, which is the restaurant that's at the top of the Renaissance building. I've gone there about twice now. One time was to treat my husband's, we treated her to like a fancy dinner for her 60th. And let me tell you, like experiences wise, especially in the wintertime when you feel like so cooped up, it is the best. Like it is, you feel like you're in the top of the world, you feel like you're in the top of the city, you literally are at the highest point, you're having dinner. I've gone to other big cities where they have like the restaurant at the highest point, like the Needle in Toronto. No offense to the Needle in Toronto, but that compared to the Highlands in Detroit is eons better of an experience. And you get to walk through the new Renaissance building lobby area, which has all the fancy cars. It's a vibe. It is a vibe. It's a fancy Detroit vibe. So one time I went there, not to like brag, but Mary Barra and her family walked by me. Like it's that kind of energy, like where you can go. It's like I think it's like $80 a person for like the 8-course meal or whatever it is. And which, if you go to like certain restaurants now, after you book out after like drinks, maybe you just don't get drinks at the Highlands, like it ends up being around the same price at some of these restaurants, even just, in the Ferndales, the Royal Oaks, the St. Clair Shores, that ends up being this kind of areas in Metro Detroit, the same as these other restaurants in Metro Detroit. So feel free to treat yourself. But that's when it comes to food, I would say, with Detroit. Now, when it comes to desserts, the Cold Truth, I absolutely love it. There's this other one in Midtown, and oh my gosh, I have to do a post about it because we went there. Just look up in Midtown what's the Italian ice cream that's like extra fatty? Gelato. Just look up Gelato Place. It has a red sign. It has all these bulbs in the front. It looks beautiful. We went there. They have this coconut one that's vegan. It was delicious. It tasted like marshmallow whip. It was so good. The Cold Truth, that place. Oh, by the way, with dinner restaurants, there's this other one that's on Michigan Avenue. Michigan Avenue has a lot of cool restaurants just to check out, so just highly recommend going to that area. There's one in particular that for Christmas decked out everything. Very much the vibe as we go into the colder months. Sorry, I don't have the specific name there. But yeah, that's one good. The two for dessert, I would say, are those ones. I also saw some really good desserts at Super Geel. It's this other one that's off Michigan. I remember we went there for brunch, but I remember looking and they had really good desserts. So definitely check that out. Now, when it comes to experiences, music, obviously we have all the festivals during the summer, like Jazz Fest, Movement, things like that. There's also just like techno, like everywhere you go. It's like Detroit techno is like the birthplace of techno, or one of the birthplaces of techno, and it is everywhere. Like if you really go out, like we went to like Como's, which is this restaurant in Ferndale once, and they had a DJ going from like 8 to 12, just DJ going while you ate. I've noticed, like, I've gone to like hotel restaurants before and they've been playing. If you go to the Magic Stick, my brother actually plays there. Or if you go to Temple Bar, my brother also plays there like once a month. It's Deeper Waters if you want to go check them out. But they're always promoting events. Like if you want to check out the techno events, Tangent Gallery hosts a lot of them. You can go to these different events. Oh, another one is, hold on. This kind of leads me into like bars, cocktails, event spaces, things like that. Why am I blanking on the name? Oh my gosh! I literally go there all the time. Oh, it's not Magic Stick. What is it? Hold on, everybody. It's coming. It's coming. It's at the tip of my tongue. What is it? Okay, it's old. If you ever go to Sheefy McFly, he has art there. He's playing there soon. If you want to look into like where he's playing. Oh, I'm so mad I can't get it. I've been there a couple times too. I don't know. I'm blanking. You'll have to check. Okay, I have to. It's in Detroit. It's a music. If you look at music venue Detroit music bar. Oh, what's it called? Hold on. I gotta look it up. You guys gotta wait 1 second. You're not gonna regret me looking this up right now. Hold on. It's coming. Oh, where is it? Hold on. Okay, I can't find it. Check out my Instagram, because I'm going to... It's gonna bug me now. Okay, if you're curious, message me on Instagram and I will find it for you. There you go. That's my out for this. So, message me about it. But there's a music venue that's very just like cool style. A lot of techno artists play there. A lot of big techno artists play there. EDM people come there sometimes too. But if you want just like a cool like New York vibe, I guess you could say, then that is the place to go check out. Lastly, when it comes to bars, there's a ton of speakeasies. There's a tons of alleys with little speakeasies and experiences and stuff you can go check out. A lot of shopping. If you go to like the Birds, the City Bird, I think is the name of it. The Shinolas, even the Shinola store. Even if you don't go buy anything, the location in Midtown looks so nice. You can just walk around and spend like an hour in there just hanging out on a Sunday afternoon. And you don't have to buy anything. Like that's what we've actually done a couple times. There's even like the little like interior decor place next to it. And then you could shop across the street at City Bird and get yourself something like a cute sticker or something like that. There's so many cute places around Detroit to shop at. Safumado is a great cocktail. Oh my gosh, like there's just so many recommendations of places. It's a great cocktail place to go check out. They mix perfumes and colognes with cocktails. I know you're thinking ew, but it actually is a cool experience and they actually taste great. I think I'm just gonna do a whole video on just like the bar scene, cocktails, speakeasy, things like that. But those are my million recos. Oh, Spotlight. There we go. Spotlight. Spotlight is the name of the music venue that I said had a very cool vibe, New York vibe. And you should go check it out. But that's all my million of recos that I'm going to talk about with Detroit. Things to check out, all the things that you can do to have some fun in the downtown area. And other than that, I hope you all have an amazing day. Feel free to leave me a comment on how you're liking these episodes, or just in general, if you have a recommendation for something you want me to talk about, shoot me a message. And honestly, leaving a message here is going to be an easiest way to reach me, like via the platform. I think you can do it via Anchor or via Spotify or what have you. So do it there or shoot me a message. Either way, I'll try to get it best I can. And feel free to leave a 5-star review if you're very much enjoying these podcasts on either Spotify or Apple or Google. That way it gets out to more Michiganders, which is always really helpful and helps me kind of just get the word out to more people about the cool things we have going on here. And besides all of that, I will see you all Mich again.